Hello and welcome to Fueling the Dream, your go-to podcast for all things Formula One. This is so exciting, oh my god. I'm your host Anya, and I'm here to guide you through the thrilling world of Formula One racing. I made this podcast to fulfill my dream of becoming a Formula One reporter because I want to be like Lizzie McIntosh, Natalie Bingham, Naomi Schiff, and many more women in motorsport. In this episode, I'm going to guide you through the thrilling world of Formula One, and I don't care if you're a new fan or as old fan from the 2000s. This podcast is for you. So let's rev up our engines and dive into the basics of Formula One. The first thing, the races are held on a variety of tracks, from iconic street circuits like Monaco to high-speed courses like Monza. The F1 calendar typical includes around 20 to 25 per season, each taking place in different countries and continents. Um, the next thing is basically the race format. For F1 race weekend, there are three main parts: practice sessions. Uh, in these practice sessions, the drivers and the teams test their cars and track during their practice sessions on Friday and Saturday. There's a practice 1, practice 2, and practice 3. On Saturday, maybe sometimes on sprint weekend, the, the qualifying falls on Friday. Drivers compete in a qualifying session to determine their starting grid positions for the race. The main event, the race day, takes place on a Sunday, with drivers racing over a set number of laps. There are 71 laps, 50 laps, there are a lot of different laps. Scoring. Points are awarded to the top 10 finishers in the main race. The driver with the most points at the end of the season wins the World Drivers' Championship, and the team with the most points wins the Constructors' Championships. Teams and drivers. There are multiple teams and drivers. Uh, the most famous ones are Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull Racing. There are McLaren, Williams, and many more. Each team has two drivers who race their cars, um, and each team has one reserve driver and one test driver. Um, safety. Safety is a top priority for Formula One. Many drivers have died in a Formula One car, Formula Two, in the Formula world. Um, um, the cars are equipped with various safety features, including the Halo device. The Halo device has saved many people, and I'm really glad for it because we wouldn't be here with them if the Halo didn't save them. They have gloves that are fireproof, and they're very mandatory for the drivers, just in case um, if their car catches on fire. They're up at the tracks. F1 races take place on a variety of tracks, from traditional circuits like Silverstone in the UK to street circuits like Monaco. Like I said, each track it offers unique challenges. Pit stops. During the race, teams make pit stops to change tires and make adjustments. Pit stops are crucial for strategy. I'm sorry. Global reach and driver rates. F1 drivers cannot receive external assistance during the race. They have to drive themselves. They have a team radio, and the mechanics and the engineers help them. The race calendar. The F1 season typically consists of around 20 races held at different tracks around the world. Some iconic races, like I said, the Monaco Grand Prix, the British Grand Prix, and the Italian Grand Prix. there is a pit crew. Each team has a pit crew responsible for performing fast pit stop changing the tires and refilling the car if it's necessary in very fast systems. There's a system called DRS, which means drag reduction system. DRS is a system that allows drivers to adjust the rear wing of their car to reduce aerodynamic drag and gain extra speed to overtake the other drivers' tires. Formula One uses different tires, uh, such as soft, medium, and hard. Teams choose which compounds to use because for race managing tire wear is very needed needing for success. The soft is the fastest, but you have to change it very quickly. and the medium tire, I mean, it's in the middle, so it can be 50-50. And the hard tire is less the longest, but you can stay with the tire like for I don't know half the race or 30 laps. I have no idea. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. A team radio. Each team has a team radio with drivers and their engineers. Uh, Through the radios, they communicate to provide instructions, updates on the other drivers, and critical information during the race. Grand Prix. Formula One races are oh my god, I'm sorry. Are referred to as Grand Prix. The term Grand Prix is borrowed from French and translated to Great Prize. Safety car. If there is a accident or or dangerous track conditions like there is a very bad weather condition, a safety car is deployed to slow down the drivers and maintain safety until the situation is resolved. The drivers, the drivers could get penalties um, if they do something wrong. Drivers can receive penalties for speeding in the pit lane, for causing collisions with another driver, or for exceeding track limits, and they include time penalties, grid penalties, or fines. Stewards, they're they they investigate incidents and determine whether penalties are given to the drivers. Drivers market. Everyone likes this. The F1 silly season, as we like to say, is a period when teams sign drivers for the upcoming season, creating excitement, and it's a very fun season among the fans. Podium. After each race, the top three drivers stand on the podium to receive trophies and celebrate their achievements with champagne. Another thing I would like to say about the basics of F1, I would like to say um, about the flags. About the flags. The checkered flag means you have finished the race and the first person on the line wins it. There is a green flag which means start. A yellow flag which means to be caution. Someone had an accident or there is something on the track. And red flag means to stop and go into the into for every team to go into the garage. I mean, and white flags means last lap, and black flag means that someone got a penalty. So that was it for I'm gonna see my journey to how I started liking Formula One. So I think it was um, for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, the Friday. I didn't watch the quali or the practices like I always do. I was in school and I had a chemistry class with my teacher, and my teacher and some my classmates were talking about how there was a Grand Prix this weekend and how and for which teams they were for. Everyone was for Max Verstappen. Let me tell you that. Only one was for Lewis, and yeah. I was really curious for that, and I was like, let me start watching Formula One. And the next day, well, the next Sunday, my whole TikTok was with Formula One edits and like the rules of Formula One or something like I'm doing as now, the basics of Formula One. And I was like, let's watch it. I'm really curious if I'm gonna like it and start watching it because I really like sports. I really like to watch football or handball or many more sports. I was like, I did watch it, and I was like, this is so fun, and I'm gonna start watching it. Uh, start watching it, and it was so fun, and that's how I got obsessed into the world of Formula One. I think, wait, I think Max won, and the Ferrari were on the podium, yes. Um, the next thing I wanna say is, I'm sorry, I'm really nervous to do this. Uh, about if I have went to a race, I did. I went to Hungary uh, this year, and it was so fun. I got George Russell's signature, and all of the fans were so sweet, and the experience is really nice. I I think I'm going next year, and I'm going to do like I'm gonna try to interview some drivers or someone like a pit crew or the fans. I don't know any questions. I need to make them in my mind. But yeah, I wanted to do that. If you like the idea, tell me. And so that's it for this episode of Fueling the Dream. Thank you for joining me as we dive into the basics of Formula One and the start of this podcast, the debut. Stay tuned for more exciting discussions about the world Formula One, Formula Two, Formula Three, Formula One Academy. I really love the girls of Formula One Academy. I'm not gonna promise, but I'm gonna try to get guests, like famous guests. I'm gonna drivers, journalists, or someone, a Formula One content creator, or yeah, Formula One fans. Basically, we're gonna discuss about the races and all. So if you like, if you have any questions or specific topics you want me to cover, uh, don't be afraid. Just reach out to me. Until next time, keep your eyes on the racetrack and the excitement in your heart. Have a nice day. I love you all.